Bravehearts. I'm Dr. Daryl Wolf, and guess what? We're going to be talking today with Violeta. Hi, Violeta. How are
Hi,
you? We're going to
fantastic.
be talking with, I know you are. We're going to be talking with Violeta today. And Violeta is one of our master consultants, master trainers here at the World Healing and Training Center. And here's one for you. Um, I'm leaving tomorrow, and we're going on a 10-month tour around the world doing the New World Practitioner certifications, and we're going to be teaching the pelvic restoration courses and Braveheart Circle for anybody and everybody that wants to what? Crack that coconut and understand something. What we're going to be talking about today is we're going to talk about how everybody wants to be different. And when you try to be different, okay, you can have your family or the herd or the group, okay, come and attack you. And the realization is they're not attacking you from their heart or their spirit, but they don't even know they're attacking you because guess what happens here, everyone? Do you want to know something? This is the craziest thing, Violeta, but I'm telling you right now, I'm going through it. Everybody's got to go through it. Either people love me or they hate me. And the reality is this: 1% of 1% of the population loves different. And then guess what? The rest of the population only loves the same. Keep it the same. Okay, so there's no growth, there's no expansion. You know how we say everybody should just change 1% per day. And if you find things that scare you a little bit and excite you a lot, you got to do them. And that's what you've done. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to talk about how, okay, about the invisible bonds that bind us and even jail us. You want to know what the worst jail is in your life? Your subconscious. Your subconscious is the worst jail, or it will set you free. But if you want to set yourself free, that means you're going to have to stand alone. You're going to have to stand in your power. That means that you could have a family, a community, or even the whole of society come up against you. Isn't it the funniest thing? You want to go find your authentic self. You're doing no harm to anybody. You're just coming up with different values for yourself. You're coming up with your own imagination. It's not a combined imagination like some cult group or some organization. You just want to be yourself. You just want your life because guess what? It's called a spirit. You know? Did you ever say, wow, doesn't she have spirit? Oh, she's pretty spunky. She's way too spirited. Let's break her. Did they break you?
No,
Or did they make you? Or what?
they helped me to become who I'm meant to be.
So what are you meant to be, Violeta?
Stand in my power.
Yeah. And remember something, everyone. When we're talking about this today, this is a loving message
Yep,
to your family and to those out there
to
that you
everybody.
love them, you care for them, and you respect everything that they've ever done for you, but you want your emotional spirit freedom. Is that it? Is that what you're after?
To just live my life and I don't have to be scared of anything. This is like, now I know I can do whatever I want, I can be whoever I want, and I can be me.
And what is you? You know what? I'll be honest with you, Violeta. I'm 66 years old, going on 67, and I don't know who I am. But I know that I want that 1% change every day. And then after 100 days, I need to start all over again.
It's
And I
continuous.
think we're all spirit beings, and I don't think we'll ever find our true authentic self by living in a physical body like this. But the reality is when we say that, is this what you mean? I want to find my authentic self, which means that basically that you don't have to believe that suffering is the way, that having a joyful life and being at peace with yourself and not guilting yourself, not self-loathing, not feeling like you haven't got the power to make your own decisions. Do you have a story to tell? Like,
I
believe
do
it or
have.
not, Violeta wanted to do this, and she didn't want to do it because of spiting anybody, her family, or the people that love and care for her. She just wants them to know that she's happy and free. And I'll let you do your own talking.
Well, how will we start? Just
Well, I don't know. Do you want to tell your story? where you came from, what it was like, where you are today. This is you.
Okay.
This is all for you. I don't know what you want.
Well, anyways, because everybody wants to hear my life story, and everybody's just, you need to share the word, you need to tell your story. Anyways, I'll just start a little bit and then just
And
see
that's
how it
why
goes.
she does it, because everybody comes up to her and they ask her, who are you, where are you from, what's your background, like we do with everybody else. That's what we do. We're curious about the people we care for. And so anyways, Violeta said to me, do you mind if I tell my story? Because, well, here we are. And I will be quiet.
Okay, just ask some questions, whatever on the
Listen, I
like,
want
okay.
you to tell what's in your heart. I mean, think about what you would like the world to know you as. I'm going to tell you something. And this is not about me, but you do see I'm under attack a lot, right?
Oh.
Continually under attack.
I'm on the next.
I know, but you've seen in the last 6 months, I'm under attack, continually being accused of things that I don't do.
Of course.
And what I'm truly up to. So the reality is, even though we get attacked, it doesn't matter. It makes us stronger. It's not like the world's going to break us. The reality is this, I'm going to speak my truth. And the truth is, and I'm going to say this, I just want to congratulate everyone on this planet that has great health and loves their life. Because the reality is almost every system, whether it's the government, the medical system, most religions, most people that teach us, okay, they're brainwashed. And the reality is this, don't tell me we're not. We're poisoned through the media, we're poisoned through our food, everything we drink. Now it's blue light, now it's 5G. I mean, God, the majority of the population calls healthcare, okay, medical care, healthcare, and it's not. Healthcare is when you learn how to self-care and learn how to self-love. What do you think? You take it away.
Okay, so my background is Russian. I was born in Germany. I was 5 years old when I came to Canada. And I lived on the same place up north in British Columbia, Fort St. John, 120 kilometers out in nature.
120 kilometers away from what town? Fort St. John.
Fort
St. John is way up there where the oil rigs are and where...
Nature, fresh air, everything. So.
And big bad bears.
Anyways, so I remember very much about my childhood and growing up in a church. I wouldn't say never that it's, why not like live happy, be kind to each other, love each other, help each other. My mom had 10 children within 12 years. I am number 2, the oldest daughter. And I helped my mom growing up on a farm. Taught me a lot. My dad worked so much and I helped my mom so much, so I learned to garden. Anyways, who I am today is, I'm so grateful to grow up where I grew up and just go to the church. I used to go to church and the community and all of the people. It's because I know today so much about health.
Can I tell them a little bit? So you came from a community. There's probably how many in that community? 250?
Well, no, like it used to be, but then we split on different farms.
Okay, so 120?
150.
150, so there's 150. And I've been there. I went to teach up in that community, right?
Straight 4 years ago.
4 years ago, I went to teach in that community, yeah.
And so anyways, when I was like 12 years old, I remember my mom scared me that she'll pass away in 2 years. So anyways, she maybe said a joke, but I took it serious. So within 2 years, I learned to do everything like canning, baking, cooking. I got siblings right after me. They all love me. I take care of them. And like I remember I turned 15, okay? My mom did not pass away. Anyways, I worked on the farm in the chicken barn for 12 years. I taught school in our community for 6 years. and I worked in a cow barn for 1 year and about 8 months. And those life lessons taught me so much. They are who I am today. Like, I'm so grateful to do all the job I did and be who I was. And yeah, my siblings, I always wanted my siblings to have the best sister. And I saw so much injustice, and I just thought, wait me to grow up and I will show things. Anyways, I did not know what I was thinking, right? But you bring into your life whatever you think. Anyways, when I was 14 years old, I started working in a chicken barn, helping my mom. And then obviously everybody gets married at the age 18, 19, 20, so I don't get married, right? And I made everybody, I just saw that people were afraid of me because I was a quiet one, but I did things like a quiet rebel. Let's put it this way. I think like I really shut my mouth down when I was like 11, just based on the community rules, and if you want something, you better stay quiet and you don't tell nothing. So just observing, living life. Anyways, so with my jobs, when I was, well, I always thought if I don't get married by age 25, I'll do something. Anyways, when I turned 25, obviously they would call me a old maid, and I was like, okay. Well, I thought, well, let's try till 30.
Let's up the ante.
30 will be like a deadline, and if I don't get married, I'll definitely do something, because my mom got married at age 28, and just because I come from a place where everybody has children, lots of like big families, and I would think, okay, my mom got married at age 28, she had kids within 12 years, and now she's like laying on the couch.
Exhausted.
No, not exhausted, nothing to do. Nothing to do.
Okay.
It's like nothing to do. I would just watch, okay, she got married at age 18. Now she has at least grandkids. She can cook, bake something for grandkids. But my mom has like nobody. My mom is my mom. I love her. So when I was 21 years old, I went to milk cows. I wanted to get married so badly while milking the cows, just because I could not handle everything. And I would use the Bible, send messages to those men. If you guys are Christians, if you are like men of God, you should take care of cattle. And so I know who I am, what I did, and based on my job, nobody can stand up anymore against me. So one day, a guy just wrote me, you chose the job, you get up. Just live it. And I'm like, did I choose, or did the church teach the good job to get more rewards in heaven? Well, now I am in heaven waiting for all the rewards. So my sister got married to a handicap, and she had a baby which passed away at 7 months. And this child came for a reason. And so I did not go to the hospital with her to like babysit, help her, like comfort her or something. I would work chicken barn, cow barn, teach school. I would send my sisters to help my sister.
Why?
To help her.
Yeah, but why didn't you go?
Well, I don't really, like, I thought sending my sisters for support, I would take over all the job.
Oh,
so,
I see. I get it.
So
yes.
I would take 3 jobs and send all my sisters there.
Okay, I get it now.
So, anyways, so there came one day when I was so upset they did not put hay to the cows. And I came and told them, if by that time there's no hay, I'll do something. Anyways, I get up at 9:30. I remember it was 9:30. There's no hay. I look out the window, so I go down to the shop. My brother meets me, and I'm like, teach me how to use the tractor. I'm going for hay. My other brother just crosses the road, so we had to go all the way around to go pick some hay. My brother sits in the tractor, tells me, Violet, you don't go milk cows anymore, because my family, obviously, I do it for the church, for everybody, and my brothers would be attacked like from, can't you help your sister? Can't you help your sister? Anyways, it was April 1, Fool's Day. And my brother tells she's not going back to milk cows. And he helped me to get out. And I'm like, I would get married to any guy just to get out.
From milking cows.
Yes, because the way they teach, the way the Bible teaches, it's like, keep working, and it's like pleasing people more, pleasing people. Which now I realize it's like being afraid, what will people think about you, anyway, so I remember I was standing in a chicken barn and just watching. So I went, then like shortly after I quit, I just went to my sister down on an airplane to Vancouver Hospital to just visit her for 3 days with this baby. And then after 2 months later, I came again just to visit with my sisters, and shortly he just passed away. So then I had like somebody told me, you changed chickens, cows, school, and didn't care about this child. So I thought, just wait, one more child. If she has another child like the one she had, I'm quitting everything. And I'm going
Well, I know, but see, they took it wrong, and that's the way it's going to be. Everybody has different beliefs, and you know, all the people in your life, they love as much as they possibly can, and they love the way they love because of the beliefs they have, which aren't their beliefs.
Oh, of course.
Most people don't even understand that you love the way you love because somebody else gave you those beliefs.
And
so meanwhile, you didn't go to help your sister with the child the first time because you took the load on for everybody and said, go be with her and I'll take the load. Do they not get that?
No,
okay.
my siblings, they know who I am. They love me.
I know,
I'm
talking about the farm. So anyways, so now...
No, they know that everybody loved the job I did. Like, it was very, like, I respected my job. I loved the job.
Right.
I loved cows, chickens, and I loved gardening. Like, sometimes all the love that I think I had there is just, I want to take it back. But I loved my life as much as I understood, right? So anyways, my sister finds out she's pregnant again. She has this beautiful girl. Beautiful. I'm like, it's no time. Anyways, then she gets pregnant again. And this changed me so much. I was 26 years old when we found out that she will have the same baby, but she was worse. And so I was a teacher in our school. I was a chicken barn worker. So she gave birth on April 13. And because there were some things in school, because I was a teacher, didn't fit in, so I tried kind of at a class. So I kind of fit the whole school year till, like, the last test they did was on April 13. And my sister's texting, okay, I'm in the hospital, and I'm thinking, okay, if she doesn't give birth, we will come clean books, clean the... Anyway, she gave birth, was right before Easter. On Sunday was Easter, so she gave birth, and before that, I would tell the men on the farm, whoever, I say, my sister's having this kind of a baby, and I'm leaving to the hospital just to be with her and help her. Find a job, find a worker. I finished school, so I didn't have to have a display
obligation.
I mean, I didn't have to find a substitute teacher.
Right, because it's over.
So yeah, it's over. So I remember I came there with my parents. My two other sisters were already there while she was giving birth because she has one healthy girl, and now she's so fast you get to run after her everywhere. And so I came there, and I remember I was asked how was the school. I'm like, it's over. So I'm staying there helping her, and obviously like her husband would not help her, so we tried as much. And there was like last day of school, so I asked to buy a ticket to, because I'm a teacher, to finish that school with a big party. So I came back. They did not want me to let back, and this girl was with me. She came home with me, my niece, and I came home, and the men on the farm didn't want me to let you go back to my sister. So
The men on the farm didn't want what?
because I left, not exposing that my sister's having this kind of a baby. I mean, that I will leave school and I'll just go there and be there. So I was at home. My uncle, which is a pastor in church, and I know that this video will go around. I hope so. He came. I remember sitting in my grandma's room, which we call it till now because it was her room while she was still alive. And he told me, well, we decided your foot should not be in the chicken barn. I'm like, hallelujah, Jesus. Thank you. Finally, I got out of chicken barn and I will never, ever go back there. I am done with the farm. I'm done. Chicken barn, I'm done. Cow barn, I left. I'm done. So it's not you, it's me. You know this life story? Anyways, so there was, things happened, and
So where did you go from the chicken barn?
I was at my sister's in the hospital.
Oh, so that's what you're going to do. You don't go back to the chicken barn. You're going to stay with your sister.
Yes, in the
Okay.
hospital, help her, they're out. So
Well,
plans
that
changed.
was nice. That was nice of them.
I'm so grateful, and thank you so much. Yeah, when he told me that my foot should not be in the chicken barn, I'm like, 12 years, finally I can get out. Why couldn't I just leave? Because what will people think? And you know, anyways,
People don't think.
I understand, but
They react. They don't think. Most people don't think. They never will think, and I'm not trying to put anybody down. So just know that. But let's ask ourselves, how many people actually have critical thinking? How many people actually even think about what they think about? Hardly anybody thinks what they think about. I think about what I think about all the time, because if I don't, I won't think or change. And if I don't change, what am I doing here?
okay, so with this girl, she was 3 months old when she passed away. And yeah, we went through so much, and just by watching and observing people, like they would say, well, that's the way to the Lord. You don't know what God, putting God everywhere where it doesn't make sense. So we saw that there was something wrong in the churches, and we started questioning, me and my sister, because we spent so much, it's like day and night with the baby in the hospital, out of the hospital, because it was her second child, so the doctor would allow her to, during that day, she would go back to the renting house. And we started questioning, something's wrong in those churches. There's something wrong.
What do you mean?
It's just by the way we observed all those pastors coming, whatever they would tell to my sister. Well, God loves you. You have this kind of child because you probably misbehaved yourself. Check on yourself.
Wow, really? Okay.
Anyways, those two children came into this planet to help me become someone who I am today, at least. So I have a sister getting married. She got engaged, actually, while I was still in the hospital. And I went speechless. She just told me she's not getting married. There's the engagement. So they wanted to make the wedding on that day when the baby passed away.
What? Oh, really?
So we were trying to just push it.
Yeah.
We knew she would pass away, and so my auntie from Germany came for the wedding. It was nice. I'm a seamstress also. I was not so professional back then as I'm now, but I and her were sewing the dress for my sister's wedding. So she came obviously to Canada. Now let's take a tour around the Canada, right? Show her Canada. She's from Germany. My sister got married, and we went with a family trip. Anyways, we come back home on Sunday. for some reason school would start on Mondays, but for some reason they made it on Tuesday. On Monday, our pastor calls me and says, we want you to teach school because I'm already done with everything on the farm. I was 26 years old. I'm now 32. 26 years old. I met Daryl at age 28. So that's 2 years after. Anyways, he kind of talked me into a nice way to go and teach school, like I'll be the head teacher. So anyways, I was the head teacher with only girls teaching school. I taught the oldest class. So teaching school, okay, I'm like, okay, last try on the farm in my work being respected or disrespected. So it comes Christmas. Okay, when are we doing vacations? I got together with all those teachers, so we decided a date. And the kids in school would say, we will tell our parents, we will tell this and that, and it will be our way. And I'm like sitting and thinking, will be my way. I come to the church. I speak what the girls told me. They don't speak because they know, even if I'm scared, I'll speak, but. So I spoke, and there was this guy, he just told me, okay, Violet, you can close your mouth and let the other girls speak. I am done completely with this control, this disrespect for my job, and I know I was the best teacher. I know I was a good worker. Everybody wanted me everywhere. So this was like, I'm done. Completely, I am done.
You know, the thing is, keep going, and the thing is we want to be done with things, but we got to be done with them in a way that we don't hurt ourselves.
Yep.
I got to tell you, you know, if you want to be different, if you want to stand in your power, you're going to piss a lot of people off. Not just your family, but systems, the way things are supposed to be done. And you're just going to keep pissing them off. And I guess it's the same reason why you asked to do this show today. Is the same reason that I decided no matter how many people come up against me, I already know what I want in my life, and what I want in my life, I want for other people, and I know it's doing no harm. The big question in here is why don't people leave us alone? Why can't they just let us go do what we want to do? Well, because they get it stuck in their head that they have that's the way you do it. That's the way we've always done it.
It's written in the Bible.
Well, whether it's written in the Bible or it's written, burnt into your subconscious, whatever, people think that they're going to push you around. And the reality is when your belief systems do not match other people's, they don't get just fearful. They get angry. Because nobody wants to be tested. You know, everybody wants confirmation that their way is the right way. Well, there is no right way. There's how many different people? There's going to be 8 billion different ways on this planet. That's the beauty of this planet. But we can't do that, can we? As soon as somebody wants to break away and do something different, okay, the family comes after you, or the group comes after you. You know, what I find is that the thing that I found the most in this last 2.5 years with this, especially this whole COVID thing, it's kind of bittered and soured those that were sour already. People that dislike something will find somebody else that dislikes it, and then they gang up together to dislike it. Meanwhile, those people that dislike that thing, they don't even like each other. That's all. And that's the craziest thing, and I just let it be. Let it be, Daryl. Just live your life. Mind your own business. Put a smile on your face. You know what? Truly just try to love yourself.
Well, it's a sin to be having self-love. That's as much as
Well,
I was taught.
Well, that can't be true because in the Bible it contradicts itself all the way through. So understand, my father was a born-again Christian pastor. I used to be able to verbatim, someone would say, okay, read this scripture, I could do it just right like that. I can't do it like that anymore. But the reality is you know, there's a lot of great things in the Bible, but there's a lot of things that contradict it. And it all depends.
I'm today based on the Bible.
You what?
I am today based on the Bible.
You're based on the Bible.
No, I mean, whatever is written, that's what made me. Like, I say God is love. They say, well, but he also will judge you.
No, that's a man-made thing. Sorry. Not buying it, not buying it, not buying it. So that's not it. So I'm not going to buy that. And then when you don't want to buy that, then they tell you that you're going to hell. So there you go. So anyways, let's get back to your story because, yeah.
Yeah, so when I was shut down in school, I just put I'm done. Just the love for my brother, youngest brother. I wanted him to finish school properly, because my last siblings, they were
Can I say something to you?
troublemakers.
I want you to keep talking, but guess what? We can say the same sentence to 10 people and they'll all interpret it different.
100%.
Go ahead with your story.
So I was like, okay, I'll finish the school, but I was so ready to bring the keys, and I'm like, you guys don't like the way I teach? Go teach yourself, and I'm done.
Yeah.
So I remember May was last day of school, and I just went off from all those not church, but school groups in a chat. So I'm like, I'm minding my life, I'm minding my business. And I remember, was August. Now school is coming up, you need to teach school, I'm like, nope. And this is when I learned to stand up for myself. Nope, nope, nope. I had one in beginning of, and I couldn't sleep that night. I remember when I stood up for myself. I just could not sleep because, what will people think? I'll get to hell, I'll get this and that. Anyways, the next pastor calls me. I had a great conversation with him, and I'm like, nope, nope, nope. So I just decided to now get my old childhood goals. Goals. Musician, so piano. Let's play piano. So I'm into piano, and then people think she's doing nothing on the farm. Like, how much can she spend time on piano? But my childhood was not. Now I get to.
You never had a childhood.
Well, adult childhood.
Okay.
Helping my mom so much, and taking care of my siblings. Anyways, it was piano, and then I thought, okay, not only piano, let's look into seamstress. Ordered books, found some books online in Russia. Couldn't find nothing in English speaking, so told my auntie to send me those books, so I looked into becoming a master seamstress, a professional one. So when you say yes to you, everything comes to you. This is when I turned 28 years old. I tried to become a seamstress, music, and Daryl came into my life 4 years ago. Everybody's like, there's a doctor. He'll teach you some kind of massage. I'm like, with hands, nothing. Nope, nope. I'm done with all those doctors. My mom was always so sick, and I had enough with all those doctors. And I remember right before I met Daryl, there was this doctor with my mom. He said, well, tell your siblings it's genetical. I'm like, genetical? My mom's parents did not have heart attack, so it's not genetical. She's the carrier. I'm done with all doctors. So now another doctor, right? So this is how I tried to stay away. They wanted me to come with this couple to do personal treatment training. I'm like, I have piano lessons. There was a wedding coming up, and it was like a chance to practice my seamstress. Design my own clothes and just do my own patterns. I did beautiful dresses anyways. So this couple comes home, and the lady does a consultation with my mom. So my mom is on a 20-day advanced water fasting. And Violet, can you bring me to this doctor to do a treatment? Okay, last chance, I'm done with everybody, everything. So this is how I came to get to know Dr. Wolf. I came to Kelowna, did a treatment from Sage, and then shortly after, We had a whole life coach course on our farm up north, 16 practitioners. And then I came down, I did a personal treatment and training with Sage. And then after that, studied a whole library, gained knowledge, tested everything, did a whole Wolf non-surgical certification. And what was impossible, I made possible. Everything genetical is gone. There's no genetical diseases. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to, and you know, like I changed my diet, I had to change my whole closet actually. And yeah, got a chance to sew my own dresses. People would ask, what religion are you from? I don't know what religion I come. I would never believe I come from a religion. Because everything is so nice. People are nice. They don't divorce. They don't smoke. They don't drink. Like, I had everything except money. That's why money is just things to buy to get what you want.
So, you know what? All in all, you had a beautiful family and there was a lot of beautiful, loving people
And
around you all the time on the farm.
yes, this is like, that's why when I came here even to Mexico, anyways, this journey when I healed myself now, because now I understand emotions stored in the tissues. I questioned so much, and last question I asked Christians, why are Christians so sick? Why are Christians so sick? Because now I understand how diseases are. I had to fight for my life and had to run off for some courses. It's another big story. But yeah, I'm here. I came with Dr. Wolf to Mexico, and Mexico really opened my eyes, really. Now I know there is no hell. You will never go to hell after death. You can do whatever you want, as long as you do no harm. No harm to the plants, not to the Mother Earth, not to yourself, not to others. Love yourself, love everyone,
And guess what? She loves it so much, she's going to stay. We're going to go and do an 8-month tour, come back and open up another clinic, eh? What do you think?
I live today. I don't know what tomorrow brings.
There it is. She may not be here by then. Who knows? Maybe another planet.
Another chapter in my life.
That's right.
I think that's enough for today. Maybe someday more.
So basically, what would you like to tell people? What's been your greatest lesson? And what keeps you going? What makes you so independent and steadfast in caring and loving yourself and honoring your dreams?
The belief systems that you get when you're a child, they're just all man-made. You came here as love, as a spirit being to bring something into this planet, not live by somebody's rules.
Do you believe that these are authentic thoughts, or do you believe that maybe I brainwashed you?
Oh, who brainwashed me? I brainwashed myself.
Well, I know. I need to say it because people are going to think it. They're going to think that.
No, you brought me here to Mexico because...
You brought yourself here.
Yes, I remember even you told me right before we went to the airport, Violet, you can stay, go back home. I'm like, I need to do this, I'm going, I don't care, I'm going. My goodness, was a great life lesson, but the best decision I ever made in my lifetime. I will be forever grateful that I stood in my power and escaped at nighttime.
Escaped at nighttime. In the
Two
dark
times.
of the night.
2 times I escaped. One time to assist in Kelowna course with my 2 sisters. And it was 3:30 nights when I left home on August 27th, 2021. And visiting last year even for my youngest brother, I know who I am. And my lovely community, lovely farm, lovely people, I love you so much for helping me to find myself, to find the truth. If the church told your answers will be answered in heaven when we come to heaven, guess what? I live in heaven. I don't know what to say. Next time I come to the farm, wait for me. Just my presence will stir up shit more. I love you all.
Without trying. You're not there. She's not there to stir up shit.
I know it will stir up things. I just know it, but I love my life and I just love. Okay, let's test it out. Let's see how he reacts. Just watch. I know who I am. I stand in my power. Now I found who I am. Now I see why men were scared of me. And blame me how much you want. I am the leader. I am creating a path for your next generation to live happy, not suppressed as I was suppressed. They have now way more than I had, but I see what things are coming. So I will be seen as a hero. I will help my family. We will not be anymore suppressed or seeing all the injustice. I will fight for justice, for living happy lives. This has to stop. All this nonsense, all this suffering has to stop, and I will be the one. I don't care what people think of me anymore. I have a lot to say, but I think for today is enough.
And if you have never met Violet, she hasn't been on a lot of shows, but she's come a long way. And as you can see...
Why wasn't I on the shows?
I don't know. You tell me.
On the very first course when it was here in Mexico, it's like I did not want my siblings to be attacked. Now my siblings know how to stand up for themselves and I'll teach them. They will tell me everything. I'll anyways know. If you don't tell me, I will find out. I'm this person. If the church could not answer my questions, I came to heaven. Now all answers are answered. All my questions are answered. Now I can question more. I'm at peace. That's the biggest gift I gave to myself. Finding peace within myself. All the answers I found now, everything felt nonsense. Well, now everything makes sense. It's not you, it's me. You are just, I attracted you into my life to find the answers to all my questions. I love you. Thank you so much.
I love you too. You're very brave. And I'm going to tell you something. It's all about bravery. It's not about being cocky. It's not about being different. We all have a path, and believe it or not, nobody's path is like another one's path. People will conform because they don't want to be outed. They don't want to be heckled. They don't want to be attacked. You get to a point where you find out that when you go inside yourself and you have an inner standing about what you really are, once you find out what that is, it's not about going against anyone else. It's living your God-given destiny. And you can believe it or not believe it, but my destiny, okay, is my destiny. And Violet's destiny is different than mine. Violet's will always be different than mine. You know, she had the beautiful experience of being brought up on a farm all her life and being with nature and seeing life being born all the time. Anybody that watches this and judges Violet, do you think maybe you could let her just birth her own spirit and allow her to have her own mind and allow her to have her own adventure? I think God would want it. 3, 2, 1. Thanks for joining us, Bravehearts. God bless.